Hey Teletizens, I am your lecturer, Aji Gautama Putrana. The course name is Thesis Proposal, and we have reached week 3 where we are going to discuss about postgraduate literature study. The fourth video is about master source literature legitimacy. In the previous video, we discussed about searching techniques, where we discussed about the use of operators such as and or, and we discussed about keywords, and we discussed about important tools. So now, after searching, you have your paper. What is the next step? The next step is to check if your paper is legitimate or legit or not. Why is it important to check if your paper is legitimate? First of all, you can imagine when you are doing your thesis defense, your reviewer will ask you several questions. And the questions are basically pointed at, is your thesis credible or not? And the simplest way to explain that your thesis is credible is having a credible literature study paper. So the first reason is strengthening credibility, and by having a good paper, the next reasons is for reproducibility. So a good paper can means that you can easily remake that paper with modifications, and it has good impact. And lastly, a legit paper means that if that unlegit paper has unlegit information, which is um, hazardous for our thesis. So these are the points to check to know if your paper that you downloaded for literature study is good or not good. First is the journal language. Check if the language is English or international, and also check if the English is good with no bad grammars. Secondly, check the publisher. This is the most easiest way. If the publisher is IEEE, Elsevier, Springer, MDPI, or other well-known publishers, then basically your paper is safe. If not, you must do more checking. For example, you should check if the journal has an Scimago journal ranking rank. If it does not have, then the credibility will decrease. And lastly, check if your paper is in the last 5 years for a more relatable source. But there are also sources that are older than 5 years and credible, and you can accept that too. Okay, so here's an example legit and not legit paper source. In the left we have a not legit paper source, and on the right we have a legit paper source. In the left is about smart farming. You can see that the language is in Indonesian, and we are not saying that this is a bad paper, but we are saying this is not enough for a master's thesis paper source. And on the right, we can see it is IEEE and IEEE access, and basically this is very easy to download, so it is open access, and that is an extra value for your research paper source. So you should find papers like this. And so that is the end of our fourth video. We discussed about the legitimacy of our the downloaded papers. In the next we will discuss more about literature study. Thank you for your attention, and I see you in the next video.